Hello and welcome to Hackceler8. So this is a speedrunning hacking challenge where we have some of the best hacking teams in the world who are going to be competing to solve challenges as fast as possible. I am Hlynur and with me is David. David, what do you think what we're going to see today?
Well, today, we have 4 teams, right, that all qualified through the qualifiers. We have 1064C bread. Is that the way you pronounce that?
We can call them bread. Is that or 1064?
Bread?
What should we call them?
I think bread's easy.
Bread. Okay, we're calling them bread from now on.
And we have bread, time zone Pacific, so I'm going to guess they're on the West Coast here. Looking at their player roster, a lot of them look like they're from California. Kind of a variety of students and industry people, right? We have, I'm new to CTFs myself, but looks like we have PPP, who I've even heard of even before I got involved with PPP, or even before I got involved with CTFs. What all do you know about them, Heiner? Since you're the CTF expert.
So yeah, PPP has been in the game for a long time, and they have been notorious winning competitions such as DEFCON CTF and more. So we're gonna see a lot of interesting things coming from PPP. I think they have they're streaming about like 9 players at a time, so we'll hopefully see that on the stream. But interesting strategies coming from PPP, I think. So we should watch out.
Yeah, and it does look like PPP is mainly people that are affiliated with Carnegie Mellon University. Carnegie Mellon?
Carnegie Mellon, yeah.
Cool. Next up we have Perfect Blue. So Perfect Blue, it seems like there are a lot of students from the material they sent in, mainly sophomores and freshmen, maybe juniors and sophomores now in college. Are you familiar with any of their background?
Yeah, I've seen them participate in quite a few CTFs, at least since like 2015, probably before then, but they have been slowly but surely moving up to the top of the CTF ranks, so I'm excited to see what they're gonna show us tonight. Then next up we have DiceGang.
So DiceGang's funny. I went and was trying to do some research on them, and their webpage didn't have anything. I did view source, trying to see if they had any secret links on their page to like information. There didn't really seem to be much. I went to their Twitter. There was like 3 or 4 posts. So I think they're a relatively new team. Talking to some other people, it seems like they're kind of a mishmash of a bunch of older teams. Are you familiar with the background of any of their team members?
No, I haven't heard about this one, but the other teams sounds familiar. So it's very common in the CTF field that you have this combination of multiple teams sort of joining powers, and that's the reason why a lot of these teams are pretty big, because they are using the resources wisely. And that should actually bring us to now an interesting point, the game itself. So here tonight at Hackceler8, we're actually gonna send these players a video game that we wrote. So it's a Node.js video game, and you can see the players already jumping around, the little spaceman. You can see PPP running around looking at maps. So we gave them access to the game with some notice. And they now have 30 minutes to sort of set up their environment, check out how everything works. And we just sent them a bundle with the game, but of course it does not include the challenges. So after about 30 minutes, we'll actually send them a bundle with the challenges, where they can then start to try to hack this game. Because we have purposefully planted a lot of glitches and bugs to help them throughout their adventure. So they're gonna have to try to break this game, to solve challenges as fast as possible, 7 challenges, and then they're gonna have to find the exit portal. What do you think some of the main strategies are gonna be here tonight, David?
Well, one of the most interesting things kind of about this is the mixing of the game with the traditional CTF challenges, right? So that's one of the things I'm interested in seeing kind of how much people try to hack the logic of the game to then give them an advantage in actually doing the more traditional CTF parts of this, right? because I think there's kind of some interesting play between that. I can already see here on the stream, like it looks like the pre-work that a lot of these teams has done is pretty impressive, right? Like, a lot of them are kind of like changing rendering modes on the fly. They have debug consoles. They've obviously put in some work into this kind of ahead of time, right? From just the test stuff that we gave them like a week ago.
There we saw Perfect Blue already writing scripts to help them play the game. And I think this is gonna separate the men from the boys, is the utilities that they write themselves. So you can already see here DiceGang. You can see that they're rendering some paths here. And so they are actually modifying the game client to actually give them an advantage. And you would think that this is cheating, but no, it's actually, this is a part of the game. You're supposed to hack the game. So they are actually connecting to our server, and we have a bunch of anti-cheat mechanisms working, but they can modify the client as much as they want.
Yeah, one of the other interesting things they can do is they can actually take the map and they can load it into a tiled editor, right? And see all the different layers and see what we use for like conventions for the different terminal names and whatnot. So yeah, it's like everything is, there's nothing that's off limits here, right? It's like just get to the end.
And here you can see the firepower that the Plaid Parliament of Poning is bringing to the table. You can see 9 players streaming simultaneously. They're even plugging their Plaid CTF, which is a great CTF, and also a Pico CTF, which they produce. And you can see the amount of tool scripting. You can see the changes they made to the client. I think they're definitely gonna be a strong contender tonight.
Yeah, this is one of these things that's it'd be interesting, like after kind of we're done here and we, do follow-ons with these teams, is to like just kind of learn about these different tools that they made, right, and kind of maybe have little demos of them or something. Because I think probably the source code lends itself to kind of being modified, right? And so I think it'd be good for beginners to like take a look at how professionals or people who have a lot of experience doing this type of thing actually, go about doing this. I think this would be really interesting.
Absolutely, and definitely for beginners out there who might be inspired to learn some of these techniques and skill sets, you can actually see what type of tools they're using, what types of software, and you can also kind of get an insight into how their workflow is, and like how they decide to tackle these challenges. It's fascinating seeing some of these top players actually solve some of these challenges, because the speed at which they can do things is sometimes staggering. You can see just like terminals flying left and right.
Yeah, so I mean, I think right here, I could be wrong, but I think what he did was he had the old source code, he had the old source code from Git. He somehow put the new stuff in there, and then now he's diffing between the two versions, right? So but he did that all in like, it's not like he waited, right? He wasn't like, oh, now I should do this. Like he already had it ready to go. He was, he's already locked into what his strategy is, which is
absolutely. And I think the teams playing tonight have done the research. They have definitely spent time scripting a lot of things, probably interactions with the game itself, because the only way to interact with the challenges in the platform is through the video game itself. So you have one computer playing the game, and that's your only interface with the CTF environment, other than a couple of challenges which are just like IP addresses to a website or something like that.
And it looks like they're having a lot of fun here too. Like, look, hacking in progress. No, so just like yeah.
As you can see, you gotta go fast. I think PPP is gonna give us a show, and I'm very excited to see what they have up their sleeves, because this is not their first rodeo. We're gonna have some fun tonight. So strap in.
Yeah, like this almost looks like like if you ever look at debug builds, like when you have like in the Quake games and you have the console and you can enable the things like, enable wireframe, like they're basically just doing that to this game and adding all of these console modes. And since it's JavaScript, you can basically change all the code on the fly, right, running in the browser. So like that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely. And here you can
The one,
see bread. We're calling them bread, right?
yeah,
Here you can
Brett.
see them experimenting with some important game mechanics. For example, they just spawned the red ball here, which is gonna come to play in a later challenge that we'll see soon. Um,
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's actually one
as
of
we
the
said
things I'm really
earlier,
curious.
sorry, go on.
Oh, sorry. You want to? I can go. That's one thing I'm really curious about is how they find these disparate things and put them together in like completely different parts of the map, right? I think, yeah, I think this will be interesting to see what kind of connections are made.
Absolutely, and as we said before, they're still just playing around with the environment, getting used to the game, setting up their tooling. They have not yet gotten the actual challenges, so we're just in the setup phases. Um, and we can see some of these scripts running, which is very entertaining. There we see Blue Pichu trying out the bomb. So the red sphere is actually a bomb, which you can blow up a certain type of wall. And then the screen will like flash or like bloom for a second. Access granted.
Yeah,
Okay, these guys are here to have fun. I like these guys.
yeah. This one seems particularly. No, he's particularly interested in, I guess, diffing the source code. It kind of almost seems like PvP is more into like figuring out how to actually hack the game, like by looking at it and by like putting it into these debug modes to kind of try to figure it out, maybe. And then this one is more interested in like what are the actual changes in the source code, right?
Right, yeah.
Um,
Definitely one
that might.
strategy to actually find these bugs and glitches is to take the initial version that we sent them before these challenges were sent out and diffing it to the challenge packets to see where we planted the bugs. Because of course this is a fairly stressful environment where we're putting teams into a game that an environment they're not used to and giving them 90 minutes to try to hack this thing. This is very stressful and of course it can be difficult to like find bugs so quickly. So we try to make it as streamlined as possible. So we want to make sure the challenges are fairly focused on the vulnerabilities, making sure that they don't have to do a lot of brute forcing, guesswork, or anything like that.
This almost seems like they're doing some kind of like pathfinding thing, like optimal pathfind. I have no idea what this actually is.
Yeah, this is fascinating. I wonder like what they're doing. So this might
I mean,
be.
the nice thing is if you figure this out, right, and you do this, then you don't have to do any of like the crazy wall jumps, right? You can just like,
Yeah,
you
so
can
so
just
here we have pixel perfect jumps, and I think they're measuring the distance between points to find these pixel perfect places to jump off of, which is a fascinating strategy I find. But of course, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but it looks really cool though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the actual implementation lends itself to being able to compute all this stuff exactly, but that would be interesting.
Absolutely, and you can see some of the players looking at the map, exploring, and hopefully we'll see some more of their
Is there?
tools. Here
Is
we
there?
have bread. Doesn't seem that they have a lot of tooling going on, but maybe
It
they,
looks
they
like they.
have something up their sleeves.
Yeah, and were they teleporting? I don't. I think they only have one stream per, uh, like on this screen, right? They're not streaming multiple people at once.
No, I think
I
bread
don't
only
think.
has one screen. I think that's fairly typical, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like PPP went mad with adding all their players to the stream, which is great because of course for the teams only streaming the video game, we might not see them actually solve the challenges themselves. So in PPP's case, we might actually see the other team players opening up IDA Pro, doing reverse engineering and all that, which I think will be fascinating to see some of the technical technical difficulties they might face actually trying to hack some of these challenges.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because I know in the other one that we had, there wasn't really a lot of like screen multiplexing going on, right? And this one there really is. So it'll be interesting to see what they choose to show when.
Here we can see Brad playing with the bombs and trying to get accustomed to the mechanism. Maybe we should put an epilepsy warning if they're blowing up too many bombs.
Yeah. I don't know. Are they gonna see if it blows? See if it blows up the red one.
So we can see Perfect Blue looking at the logs for the game. Was that a stack trace? Did they crash the game?
I wasn't sure. I missed it.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what those 3 arrows are.
Yeah, so that's the tooling that Perfect Blue has. They seem to have added some sort of vectors to help with finding different things, but what exactly I'm not sure. But I guess we'll see that fairly soon.
I mean, we're not that sadistic where it's like, oh, we have two different ones, and you have to measure the angle between them, and like that's some magic number somewhere. I hope not. I hope we're not that crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think we are.
But I think it's going to be interesting to see the kind of different scripts people will set up, and then sort of the perspective that people take into hacking this specific game. Because as you see, like PPP's tooling looks vastly different, for example, to Neptune's or Perfect Blues. So we're gonna see a lot of interesting and creative strategies, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering what this is. So I'm gonna guess the red is surfaces you collide with. Green
These are
actual
hitboxes,
entities. Yeah. Entities. But I guess, yeah, so green doesn't designate collision because obviously in that door case they're... Oh, wait. Interesting.
Yeah, so we have red as hitboxes and then green entities. And this is all very important information. You really need to know the game environment. Let's see what DiceGang is up to. They're modifying their game, still working on their pathing to do pixel perfect jumps. I'm not sure how much it's gonna benefit them in the long run, but I also find it fascinating that now these CTF teams not only have to specialize in web, crypto, or something like that, but they also need to specialize in platforming. How do you think the players have been practicing for the platforming elements of the challenge tonight?
Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of interesting, right? Because it's not quite tuned like Super Meat Boy, I don't think, but there's definitely hopefully we haven't made it too difficult, right? I think they'll probably be fine. Just slow and steady wins the game as far as this platforming goes. I think, right? I don't know if if your timing is that like you're much better off going slower and making sure you make it every time you do it than like doing it real fast and then just dropping off every time, right? You're probably better off trying to save time somewhere else.
But it's a very stressful environment here tonight, David. So you don't know if people are gonna be having like adrenaline rushes and doing some rash
Well, the good thing is they
decisions.
can't see each other, right? So that's nice that they can't see each other, which is good. Then you don't get like bias and like what other people are doing, right? It's all like what you're doing.
All you can see is the clock, which can be very nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
So tonight we have about 90 minutes, I think, after the challenges are released. And we're gonna see if any of the challenges are, or like if any team is gonna solve all challenges, which is gonna be, of course, very exciting, but might be difficult. But we have strong teams, so I have faith.
Yeah, so what we actually did was we swapped out one of the traditional, in this match we switched out one of the traditional CTF tests with a game-specific one, right? So we actually have one fewer traditional task and one based on a logic bug in the game.
Yeah. So we
and
have.
I think we change them per match, right? Like, so we have a different set tomorrow.
Absolutely. And so tonight we're gonna have some reverse engineering. We're gonna have some ponables, a lot of game bugs, and that's about it.
Yeah, as far as the challenges we have, I mean, we have them here. Let's see. It looks like, yeah, we were mainly... What do we have? Yeah, we had mainly pwn reverse. Right, so we had reversing, we had ponables. Do we have any web ones, really?
No,
besides
no web for
I
this
mean, I guess
match,
we have
which,
the game stuff.
Yeah, we have the
No
game
web.
stuff. We have no web for this match, which might be the strong suit of some of these teams, but we only have reverse engineering. This is a very reverse engineering heavy match today. So let's see which team is gonna stand out. But it was fascinating, the tooling that PPP had actually was revealing some secret passages, because as you can see, the red boxes indicate the hitbox, meaning you can't pass through it. And they managed to find a secret passage because it wasn't red. So they're already doing great. So you can see how much the tooling can really help you gain an extra step above your component.
So look, they're going up the blue tower, but it looks... I don't know if they're this good. Like, I don't see any indications of what the platform is on their screen, and they somehow just did it. Oh,
they really modified the client here. They can zoom out like really far, and they're really bringing out the big guns here.
Yeah, it looks like Neon Neo's screen just went through a secret passage.
I wonder what the
and we got corrected. Pwn is actually shell coding, right? And you have to implement a program in assembly. So
we're gonna see some live assembly programming, which is gonna be fun.
Which Heiner can tell you all about.
I'll try to.
Because otherwise, I'd have to remember it from college. And when I was in college, I did Spark assembly, so like nobody remembers Spark.
We'll see what we can decipher. But it shouldn't be that difficult. It should be, as we said, these challenges should be able to be speedrunnable by these top teams. So they should be able to solve them quickly, effectively, and it shouldn't be very difficult or frustrating. But we'll see how they get on once they receive the challenges, which is gonna be in. How much time do we have until challenges drop? So I think we have a few minutes left until we send out the challenge package, and then we can get this show on the road. I'm still fascinated by the lines, the rendering for Perfect Blue. I'm really interested to see it come to play later. And also for PPP, they have different colored regions, which I'm still not entirely sure what represent.
I can't make out if those were the respawn zones or not. Like, it almost looks like them, but maybe not. I don't know.
So we should see challenges dropping in about 5 minutes. So they have about 5 minutes to set up their script, set up their game environments, making sure that they can solve these challenges as effectively and fast as possible. How do you think these teams are gonna be like collaborating, since they're like so big? Do you think we're gonna see some project management strategies being used here?
So based on, and again, like I'm pretty new to this whole CTF thing, right? But it seems like a lot of places have, or a lot of teams have people that specialize in certain types of tasks, right? But the interesting thing is here we don't have a lot of categories, right? So, so it's how will they break those up, right, into different people? I mean, I'm going to imagine it's going to be divide and conquer, right? But, could be wrong, but that's what I would assume.
Absolutely,
So
and as we mentioned earlier, there's only one player who can interact with the game at a time. So we have a single person running around and interacting with challenges. So they're gonna find these little terminals in the game, and when they interact with them, they'll get a description along with maybe a downloadable file or maybe do some text. And once they actually receive a flag, like you can see on the screen for bread, it's funny calling them bread. But so you can actually copy in the flag there, and you are collecting these little glowing orbs. So this is the flag. So what you can do with these orbs is actually take it to a portal and open up a portal which is going to take you to a new area of the map, and that's going to unlock different challenges for you. So I think even for the bigger teams, they might not have an advantage because of the semi-linear format of the CTF. So of course we have challenges which are, of course, you can parallelize and do things collaboratively, but you also have these challenges which are blocked one after another.
yeah, to tell you the truth, I don't know how many of the challenges are blocked, right? Like if you were to just fan out and get them all, how many are actually accessible just without solving other ones?
Yeah, so you have to unlock some portals to get to some challenges, but we'll see which ones those are gonna be. But challenges should be released in 2 minutes or so, 1 minute or so.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like kind of everybody's gotten the hang of what's going on, and they just need to kind of get set up.
Yeah, I think PPP is way ahead here. Judging by the
Oh,
tooling, the amount of players they have.
you can tell somebody knows how to modify the sprite here.
Oh yeah.
They put a dice head. It's kind of like the Steve guy from Minecraft.
Here you can see DiceGang running up some invisible stairs.
So, like, that's kind of interesting. Are they doing the auto path stuff on the invisible staircase?
Yeah,
But
I
solving
wonder
it by
how
trial
they're
and
doing it.
error? Yeah. I don't know.
Because otherwise they'd be jumping into the abyss. Yeah.
Yeah, so it seems like Brett here is of the opinion of slow and steady on these
Slow and steady
platforms.
wins the race. But it seems like that PPP has already learned so much about the map. They've discovered the secret basement, as you can see there, and that is one of the challenges. So they are probably just gonna run for that right away to get a flag. But of course, there are no flags there yet. They should be here in a minute or so. But already seeing the intelligence that PvP has gathered about the game is simply staggering. You can
Yeah,
see
they're.
the hours they put into this. Let's see if it pays off for them.
Are they starting to hit the live server PPP? I think I
Um,
saw an address other than localhost. Oh, okay.
no, I think we're still about a minute or so until the actual challenges get released. Can still see Brett running around. Not much of scripting or tooling. But I wonder if that's gonna change, or if it's too late for them.
Oh, and now we're modifying IP tables right before the match. This will. This will. That's confidence. Modifying IP tables right before your match.
The speed.
So yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I mean, I guess maybe they're just forwarding the traffic from localhost so they don't even have to check the server. Is that what they're doing here? I
Yeah,
don't
they're,
know.
they're they're dropping packets from like port 4, 5, 6, 7, for some reason. Yeah, it's one of their servers. Not sure if it's related to our infrastructure. But it's funny seeing them work in their environments. You can learn a lot about the CTF team through the workflow.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm gonna guess that, and again, I'm pretty new to this, but I'm gonna guess, you have an assortment of people that come from systems engineering backgrounds, software engineering backgrounds, right? Like kind of a mix of everything, in a lot of these things, right?
So our challenge is live. Challenges are live. We have confirmed that the teams have now received a special package with the challenges, and they can now connect to our production server and start getting some points for submitting flags. So this now has become an exciting race. We're gonna see who is the first team to reach 7 orbs or 7 flags and escape the Hackceler8 game. What are your initial thoughts, David? Who do you think is a strong contender here?
I mean, PPP, just because, I heard of them and I don't even know much about this, right? So I think them. Perfect Blue, though, it looks like he's got some stuff figured out and, is doing some stuff. So I'd give to those two initially kind of going in just based on what I've seen, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I think that assessment is accurate just based on the utilities and scripts, which I think can definitely give teams an upper hand. Here we can see Brad using the bomb to blow up a wall, and then they have some pixel perfect jumps.
Yep, they got a wall jump.
Did Brad have the pathfinding, or was that a different team? No, that was Dice. Sorry, that was Dice.
That was different. So yeah, they're just gonna.
Yeah. So Dice spent a lot of effort on like a thing you can just kind of do.
I kind of wonder if anybody thinks that this changes between what we gave them and what's not. Like, that would be really evil, right? If you're like, here, it looks like this, but when it's live, then it's something completely different or whatever. So.
But here you can see, like, rendering the hitboxes makes the pixel perfect jumps way easier because the tiles are very, very misleading, and that was kind of intended. Of course, we're going to be a bit tricky, but there we have Perfect Blue going through a portal. Exploring more of the area.
So, yeah. So does the game have a mode that lets you... No, or they did this, right? Because I don't think the game has this mode that lets you do that, right? That lets you go out and zoom around.
I'm not sure if the zooming is something that they implemented.
Oh, respawn. Okay, so there you go. So there's one of the boxes. So the blue is the respawn point that they're currently in. Yeah, so they've optimized their, like... path movement through this game, right?
Yeah, so the zooming is completely their customization. The initial game has only one fixed perspective, and actually, like I hadn't even considered like adding zooming to like help you see the map. That's gonna play an interesting role. Yeah, you can see the expanded view here. Like that's not possible with a normal game.
Here's the
so
first
here we
terminal.
can see the first challenge, title B. So this is a reverse engineering challenge. And we are going to see here that they get a... Are we going to see the challenge?
I don't know, or did they already ship it off?
Let's see if they can show us the challenge. So this is a bash challenge. So this is a reverse engineering challenge. And you get a bash script that has been obfuscated. And you're supposed to try to figure out what input to give the bash script to give you the flag. So here we have a download link to the bash script. This should be a fairly straightforward reverse engineering challenge. And description of the challenge is, what was it exactly? Like, on the bright side, this challenge could have been a Perl one. So that's a stab at Perl, which we all know is a read-only language. No, write-only language. You write it, then you never understand it again. But this bash script has been thoroughly obfuscated, so we're gonna see how quickly they manage to decipher this. So here we can see the Team Brad actually downloading the script, and let's see what they find.
Yeah, this has a whole bunch of where it's like setting LCC type, like it's a whole bunch of locale stuff. So yeah, this is
Yeah, as you can see when he opened it up, he's now sharing it with the rest of his team.
Yeah, I do kind of like the ASCII art at the top of that one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a cool challenge, but there you can see it's heavily obfuscated. And there's a quote in there which is, maybe this should have been written in Python instead. Every person after writing a bash script, which I think everyone who has written a bash script before can actually agree with. As you can see, the code is not very legible, to say the least.
Yeah, it's always one of the things where, I actually don't insult PowerShell all that much, because like PowerShell does look nicer for a lot of things, right? But yeah, props on this. So yeah, they've shared it out.
But let's see if we can see some of these players tackle this challenge, or if we'll just see them running around. Because as we said earlier, they're probably gonna outsource the actual solving too. There's different team members which we cannot see the desktop of.
So this is actually kind of funny.
See, glimpses.
Sorry.
Go on.
Oh, this is funny because PPP is running the whole game, but not at the default zoom level, right? So like they've actually zoomed out, and they're traversing it like at a higher level, maybe to see if things are changing as they're going through or whatever. But they're not even running the game as it was like intended to be, right? And then like going out to a debug mode. They're just running it in debug mode and just going.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can even see like at the top they have like a developers log, which I think might help them, or it might just be cluttering up their screen. The thing is that the teams don't know exactly what they're gonna be faced with. So the more tooling you have, the better, right?
Yeah. Here's Dice Head again, so we always know we don't have to look in the corner to know who this is. So let's see. So they're finding. Okay,
so they found a flag submission box, but do they have a flag? No.
Let's see.
Let's see if they have found some. There they found the key for a door.
Yeah. Oh.
There's some tricky platforming elements coming into play here.
The good thing is we don't have like crazy key mechanics, right? The keys I think are all pretty tame.
Yeah, should be fairly straightforward.
It was just pointed out that PPP can inspect all the entities to see their values too.
Which actually might help them in a future challenge. We will need to check in on them later. But that tooling will be definitely useful.
So they're going to the blue tower. So this is the one that has the crazy middle part where you can't see where you're jumping. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
So DiceGang was the team with the pathing, which might show them the way. I wonder if that's the only script they have.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see anything else. Oh wait, okay. So what is? Okay, so green is the orb.
What was that? Was that like a speed hack?
Yeah.
I think Perfect is doing some teleports and speed hacks. Yeah, look at that. They're doing speed hacks.
Yeah. So I thought. I mean, I guess if we had anti-cheating stuff, there's probably some thresholds. Maybe they just got it right before the threshold, and it's just like, what would the anti-cheat not pick up?
I wonder if this is an intended bug or not. Oh my god, they're actually doing speed hacks. Can we get it verified that it's Okay, I have confirmed that this should not be possible. So good job, Perfect Blue, for completely breaking our anti-cheat system.
You're not letting us down.
Well, this is exactly what we wanted to see here tonight. We wanted to see some games getting hacked. So this is perfect.
So somebody said maybe they're just they're just making the ticks faster. So maybe there's like a tick that goes on the server and they're just making it a shorter duration.
But yeah, just to mention again, this completely within the rules. They're playing within the rules of the game because the goal is to hack the game. So they're doing a great job.
Oh wait, okay. So now, given what we know, okay. Now we're going back to Plaid. All right, let's see. So what are we?
I wonder if PPP figured out the speed hack as well.
I haven't seen them do anything that indicated that they were going faster. Yeah, I mean, there's like 9 screens here, right? So like, it's quite a bit of stuff. It's a good thing we.
It's kind of ironic that the PPP has the gotta go fast Sonic and they don't have speed hacks. I am now thoroughly disappointed, PPP.
Oh wait, so DiceGang like mapped out the things from. I guess that's from the tiled editor, right? So they mapped out the platforms from there, right? And they're trying to like mimic what they're doing.
Okay, so they have like a pattern next to them, and they're just kind of hoping that they hit the right block. We've never seen this strategy before.
Yeah.
Like there are so many different methods you could use to solve this challenge. For example, going into the tile set and just coloring those tiles in, and then you can actually see them. But I've never seen this before. This is an interesting strategy.
So I guess their right hand is on the mouse, moving it over to the platform, and then
that's like the header, the seek.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So now he's got to get up there. Uh-oh! Did he forget to do the last one? Wait. So now if he I don't know if there's one more here, but I would assume there is. Uh-oh. I don't know. Is there one on one side? Like, did they... I mean, you can do 2, it looks like, on the right. It looks like it's 2 units for every one, so...
Wait, so are they stuck now, or what?
Well, they're on their very last platform, right? So they're on the very last platform on the right.
Okay, they got it.
Okay. I was like, man, that would like not be good.
And there's a password field, but they don't have a flag, so...
they're gonna be mad! Because there's no challenge.
And now they probably have to issue the kill command to get themselves back down, or just jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That works.
But they now spent a lot of time for... I mean, they now know how to get up, but they still need a flag.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was kind of a... Yeah, you go through all that effort, but if you don't have the flag, then it's like... You just have to do it again.
But it was still really peculiar with the last jump there. I'm not sure it was supposed to be like a pixel perfect thing, but... So here we have a couple of flag attempts from Perfect Blue.
Oh, so which one did they just solve? Which one was that?
No, they didn't solve anything. They're just playing
I just saw one that said flag
flags
accepted.
Oh, they did get a flag. So I guess they solved the bash challenge. Can I get that confirmed?
Was that the bash? I think it was too.
Seems like these speed hacks, man. Yeah, so they just solved the reversing challenge. So they got first blood on the bash reversing challenge. It was a fairly straightforward reverse challenge. It was just try to figure out what that bash code was doing. And we'll leave that as an exercise to the reader, as we will be releasing this game after the event ends. So you at home can play and have an equal amount of fun as our teams here tonight are having.
So it looks like then Perfect Blue is in the lead now, right? Because I don't think anybody else has
Perfect Blue has one orb down out of 7, and they got the first blood on B, the reverse engineering challenge written in Bash. So let's see if they have speed hacks and now first blood. They are now a strong contender. I had high hopes on PvP, but let's see what they're up to. So they have IDA Pro open. Can you see what's going on?
So this is where you're probably much more the expert than me, but...
Which challenge are they working on? When Sartor hears you don't want to stay up for 48 hours. Speedrun intensive.
I mean...
They're full on memes here.
Sorry. Yeah, so I'm not 100%
Yeah,
sure.
so
Oh,
this is a Go binary that they're
wait, the flag is.
uh so yeah so Brett just got a flag for one of the in-game logic bugs, but it seems like PPP was working on one of the Go challenges, which what was the name?
Was that
We had yeah, it's Go Go Go. So it's an elf binary written in Golang. It's a simple crack me and go. Just like load it into IDA. Um, and you're supposed to find the loop there, find the string, and there's a map that's gonna give you the flag. But if you can see the IDA again, maybe we can actually watch them solve this Go binary. But here we have bread going for a password attempt, flag attempt. And here you can
so
see the flags are actually hinting at methods which you should
yeah, and I'm pretty sure this
use
one
during
is.
the game.
Yeah, this one isn't the right one. I think that's the one for the top of the tower.
Let's see how it goes for them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the one they just entered was the one at the top of the tower, so I'm not sure if they.
Here we can see go go go, and so this is the source code for the Go binary. I'm fairly certain that the teams only get an ELF binary of the program and not the source code itself, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
that's
this
right.
is the source code, but the teams will have to disassemble this, and that's where IDA came in.
Yeah,
So
and
this is a reverse engineering challenge, and you're just supposed to guess or like figure out what the flag is based on this code.
so it looks like what it takes in a string of user input, and then it tests if the length of that is not equal to the length of the flag, which is a constant up above, and then it iterates over every character in there, and if what's and then if what's there. Oh, okay, so it's like an offset, right? And so yeah,
Yep.
you need to just notice the +3.
Yeah, so you need to notice the +3, and then you can go into the map and you can extract the flag. But of course, Go is not a very fun language to disassemble because yeah, you have to if you need specialized tools, and often the symbols and the execution environment of Go is not very easily viewable in IDA out of the box. So maybe we can see some of the teams trying to solve it, because it's always a fun time reversing Go binaries. Who do we have here? We have Brett here, and they're messing with some CSS. This is a great time to get some style in. Oh wait, yeah. So we had Dice already changing their tile set. Let's see what Brett. Are they gonna change their head into a Brett maybe?
Hopefully they change those platforms into a bread or something. Because yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do. Right? They're trying.
Yeah. That's an interesting strategy, like trying to modify the CSS directly to make the invisible blocks not invisible anymore. I mean, I suppose it's doable. Let's see if they can pull it off.
Somebody just
Here
commented
we have
they didn't
Mr.
think it's
Speed Hack
doable.
over here.
Yeah. Somebody just commented that they don't think it's doable in this game, that it's done a different way.
Yeah. Yeah, the CSS, interesting idea, but that's a no-go, I think.
So they still have the one that they did, which was the bash.
Yeah, I think they're still the only team with a flag at this point, and we're about 17 minutes into the game. Out of 90 minutes, so I think, oh my god, these speed tags, oh my god.
So we just got notified that it looks like PPP solved the Go challenge. Right?
Oh, amazing. So we missed the, okay, so here we can see IDA actually disassembling the Go binary. And it seems it seems like they got it. Yeah, it seems like they solved the Go 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 challenge. So that's the first blood from PPP there.
So it looks like
Let's see if
we have Perfect Blue with 1, DiceGang with 1, PPP with 1, and Bread with 0.
yes. So Dice managed to do an in-game one, first blood on that one, I think. And then PPP had first blood on Go Go Go. Yeah. You can see Brad still trying to work with the CSS. It's such a shame we can't tell them to try something else, but this is entertainment, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's all just different ways to try to do it. It's just like, when do you stop, right? It's kind of like realizing that point of like, you have 90 minutes to do the thing, so probably nothing is going to be too crazy complicated. And so it's like, when do you just cut your losses and be like, well, this probably isn't possible, because if it was, like, this would have been done already, right?
Yeah,
here's
here we
another
have
one.
dice coming up on the Go 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 binary. Let's see if we can see them solve it in action. That would be pretty cool. Or whether they outsource it.
Yep, there they are. They're in their Discord chat.
A lot of people in there.
Yeah,
Here we have PPP.
Do you know how many people are on? I mean, so like the bios we got for PPP, there was a lot of people. Bread was pretty large. Do you know the other ones?
I don't know the exact numbers here, but we can only guess, right?
Oh, it looks like PPP has two now. Which
yeah, it seems like
so they solved the bash.
Oh, they also got ooh. So PPP has taken the lead. Probably with the amount of resources they have, they managed to parallelize the work on both the Go binary and the Bash reverse engineering challenge, showing you that the bigger teams can have an advantage, obviously. But they're solving this fairly quickly, which is nice, but like totally expected of PPP, as they are very much veterans of the CTF world.
Right, so this one is the Go.
So let's see if Perfect Blue is as good in reverse engineering as they are in speed hacking.
Yeah, so what's funny is I can tell from the Perfect Blue's stream is that it looks like he's talking to other people, so they must have their own voice chat going on, right? Where he's offloading stuff and giving it to them, to his teammates.
Absolutely. They must have a team Discord of some sort or something like that. Interesting map view they have here.
Yeah. Is that their design with the big old Hackceler8 in the background? I don't know. Or is that ours?
Not familiar with that map. I think that's theirs. Their custom thing. But it's okay. So the vectors are showing the it's showing the respawn point of the map. It's showing the portals that they need to go through, and also the terminals where they find the challenges and submit flags. Not sure how much it's gonna help them, but it's definitely gonna help them explore the map faster.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think what that buys you. I mean, that buys you that, I guess you can't lose it, right? Because as you go up and down, it's always, it's always a straight path to where you're going. So, it's kind of like a backtracker. So, I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, apparently, so the map is actually by our design, but they deleted the background layer, exposing the title screen with our logo. I don't know why they deleted the background layer, but we don't mind just showing our logo more. It's fine.
Well, it's just like the contrast was just like, what?
Let's see, what are they doing here? So this is Dice.
Yeah.
They're pulling out Binary Ninja. Is it? Okay, so, they're not gonna purchase. Come on, donate some money to a good cause. No? Okay, never mind.
So for our audience and me, what is Binary Ninja?
So this is a tool similar to IDA Pro that we saw PPP use. This is a disassembler and the way to reverse engineer software. So this is gonna give you a call graph, and this is gonna give you assembly and symbols in a more legible fashion. So it's gonna make it way easier to understand how compiled code works. And this is an absolutely great opportunity to get into learning these softwares, just seeing how these people use them. But it seems that PPP has gotten their third flag. Amazing. So they must have solved
Yeah, dude.
one of the in-game bugs, right?
Is that one the in-game bug?
Can we get a confirmation on the PPP solve? Yeah, they solved Blue Tower, the climb with the invisible tiles, which Brad tried to solve with CSS, or was it Dice? I forgot.
Brad, I
Who tried to
think.
solve it with CSS?
Oh, maybe it was Dice.
But it seems that PPP managed to solve the Blue Tower with the invisible climb.
Oh, and here it is. Is this Binary Ninja? Oh no.
Maybe.
Oh, he's taking a break.
It's some dissimilar.
Oh, okay.
Well, even the top hackers also need to take a break, right?
Alright, so we're hanging out. Maybe they're busy doing
Yeah, so
something.
I think here they're probably trying to solve one of the challenges, and we're not gonna see much, but they're doing something though. The mouse is moving. But for the blue tower, the invisible staircase, it seems that a lot of what is DiceGang doing? Did they just want to add like?
This is like their call waiting screen.
Thank you for calling DiceGang. We're reversing. You're number 3 in line. Okay, so but for blue tower, it seems that a lot of team actually forgot to get the flag at the bottom of the staircase, hence not submitting it at the top.
Yeah.
But now here we can see actually PvP in the forgotten basement. So this is an area where they actually managed to find it before they got the challenges. So this is the way that you get here is through a respawn teleport. So you have to die in a certain area and you will respawn in the forbidden basement, forgotten basement. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's what I think before when we were looking at the map, and it was the different colors. I think they were mapping those out, so they probably knew about that like right away. Like I'm pretty sure that was all
Absolutely.
part of their game plan.
They seem to have figured that one out fairly quickly. But it doesn't seem like they have.
Oh, now we're.
Yeah, more dice. Just what we wanted. So as you can see, when you don't know what challenges to work on. Oh, we're back.
All right.
We're back in business. Oh, okay, Binary Ninja is crashing.
Oh.
Nothing new there, but so it seems like Perfect Blue or like DiceGang is just wait. So
Looks
how
like he's
how
having
many
a good
is it?
time though.
Wait, so it was Aida, not the Binary Ninja. Okay, amazing. So Aida was freezing on them. Let's see if they can get Aida to behave. DiceGang still having a great time.
Oh, reversing. Oh, so there you go. All right, they're just telling us what they're doing. A public service announcement.
Thank you, DiceGang.
All right, so let's see. So so we have somebody
Binary Ninja.
We have somebody jumping the invisible. We have Bread jumping the invisible tower again.
Now here the important question is: did they remember to get the flag at the bottom before starting the ascent?
Yeah, I don't.
We seen a lot of teams go up there without the flag, and then there's no way back down. They have to jump down, get the flag, and then do it all over again, which is a huge waste of time. And we're already almost 30 minutes into the game, so every second counts here.
All right, so they're jumping, falling down. So I don't know, maybe. All right. Let's see. Change the tile color. Change the tile color.
Come on. We're just yelling at the screen here. Come on. Solve this sensibly.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
So here we have a compiler explorer looking at a Rust challenge, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Oh no. This is, I think, the one where you have to write the assembly, right? The Pwn one that we have.
We're into shell coding now. Let's see. So they're okay. So they're into the challenge of the challenge ASM3, I think it's called.
Yeah. So this is the one where basically you have to write some assembly to traverse it, right? And traverse the tree, return the min, max, and the count.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a programming challenge, just a weird one, because you can only use assembly. But it seems that they're using some tools to help them out, because of course, tools are a great way to make your life easier.
So
work smart, not hard.
So so what did they? So they pulled the left-hand side. No, so are they building the left-hand side? I didn't actually look too much at the challenge before the beginning.
Yeah, it seems like they're writing some C code, and then it's being translated to assembly, and they can just copy it over.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so
which
that's
is
what's happening.
the
They're writing
sensible
assembly
way
on
to
the
do
right.
this challenge, but let's see how it works out for them.
Okay. Huh.
PPP, of course, no stranger to assembly.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty cute. So they're writing assembly on the right-hand side, and it's translating it into what, like C on the left.
No, the opposite way. I think they're writing the C, and then yeah. DiceGang still reversing.
But Dicehead is back.
Dice animation. Did they make that?
The Dicehead?
I wonder, like, if they made like the dice GIF just for their team logo. That would be pretty cool.
I don't know.
I like that they're talking to us through like OBS, like titles, reversing ... All
right, so
I think that's gonna be most of the stream.
Tower respawn. So what are they? So they see the. So I guess they got.
It seems like Perfect Blue and DiceGang actually solved go like within 2 minutes of each other, which shows you how close of a competition this really is.
Yeah, these
Impressive platforming on Perfect Blue side here. Oh, and he messed it up. Never mind.
Yeah, one of the interesting things is how it's like trying to figure out the mechanics. Like I see him laughing. It seems like a lot of the mechanics of the game and kind of being able to move around is a lot of like the puzzle. Because once they get the CTA, like once they find the actual challenges, it's like they're so good at this. It's just like, yeah, whatever. Like here, it's done, right? But like it's figuring out like what's the game on top of just those things, right? It's kind of, and then of course our speed run here, which is not at all designed.
But you can see that they're having a lot of fun with it. He was so happy when he got to the top. He gave us a little dab for the fans. But as you saw, with Perfect Blue's tooling, it made it trivial to go up, whereas Brad seems to be struggling, utterly struggling. I don't know what they're thinking.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Like I would go do something else. This would infuriate me. Like this is why we were like mute the teams, because I was like, you know what would be really cool? Because when I first saw this, I was like, you know, if you're just like a game person, it's like, oh, go ahead and run up this thing, and I'm like, if we just put it on the teams, we'd have to beep out a lot of the stream because they just be like, I don't know what this is, right? Yeah. Oh, so we have a new score update here.
What's the status?
PPP 3, Perfect Blue 3, Dice 2, Bread 0.
Yeah, it seems like Bread is not scoring a lot, and I have not seen any tooling or any scripting on their end, which is a surprise in a game primarily focused on scripting and hacking a game. They're not doing much of that. They're just playing the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, because it's like the approach you need to approach the game with is like it's just the shell for all of this other weird stuff, right? And the game is, whatever. So yeah, it's interesting to see them keep on trying to play it like it's the game.
But Brett seems to have gotten the flag at the bottom of the stairs, but they just need to get up with what they're struggling with.
And we're still.
So it sounds like PPP got managed to solve WAT, which was a reverse engineering challenge.
Which one was that?
How did they solve that one? Let's see.
Yeah.
So it was fairly trivial reverse engineering crypto pwn or something challenge. So it's a simple obfuscated sum operation. Even if you can't see it, there is a low hanging check for x equals 1337, the true hacker number. But so worst case, it's just a matter of brute forcing the right number there. But it seems like PPP solved that one fairly quickly. I am not sure how they managed to do it, but maybe we'll see one of the teams.
I mean, the thing is,
on
that challenge, is worst comes to worst, it's like it's assigned integer, I think, right? And I don't think it matters. So it's like, just try out 2 billion possibilities, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. Worst case is just brute force, but of course you can't be smart about it. But it's a speed run. Who knows what happens? Or you could just spend your entire time jumping into thin air like Brett here. I want them to win now.
So
I feel bad.
So maybe they think it's like once the timer reaches like an elite number or something, like everything will just turn on. It's like, then I can just run up the thing. Oh.
It's like they're expecting different results.
Oh, we got a person in the basement. We got perfect blue in the basement.
So we got perfect blue. It's interesting the dev menu they have here. But yeah, so they have a binary dump. So that is VAT, the challenge that PPP just solved.
Oh, I like the way they name these things.
Oh yeah. But it seems like that they managed to get the binary dump, which is not trivial, because you have to get it from the game terminal. You can't copy it directly, as it's a bunch of non-printable bytes. But it seems that their tooling came into good use there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Dice still reversing. Good job, guys.
Still reversing, jumping on some platforms. I wonder how that down works. I never did that. Like, do you push down arrow and then it like takes you past it? Like it's.
No, I think you just fall through it. It's a trap or something.
Okay.
So here we have Perfect Blue working on WAT, the crypto reverse engineering pwn challenge.
Once again,
fairly straightforward, like we mentioned. Can be brute forceable, unless they guess the secret number, x equals 1337.
Well, given the way they name these files, they probably would search for 1337. It's probably all macroed up, like, include these words and search for these numbers.
They're trying to find the magical number. Can they find it? Will they find it? We'll see.
And so this is the thing, right? So even if you know so this is like me as just a beginner of this that just like kind of amazes me about this is like I know the mechanics of this, right? Like, oh, you write a C program and then it gets put into assembly, which goes to machine language and this and that and the other, right? But the tools are like the thing that like I don't really know, right? Like at all. And the fact that like they just downloaded that, brought this up, basically did something that looks almost exactly like the source code that we have in like 20 seconds or something is like, wow, you're fast. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
There's the 539 in hex, which is in fact 1337. There they go. It's truly staggering how quickly they do this. They are definitely very familiar with their tooling, and these top teams have been doing this for a long time. So at the speed at which they do this is it's staggering. But they found the magic number 1337. So we should be seeing a fourth flag being checked in for Perfect Blue here. The magical number is...
And actually, I don't know what this number is. It'll be interesting to see. Is it a low number or a high number? I don't actually know.
Why did they do 31337?
I don't know.
What are they doing?
Hey, it sounds logical, right? I mean, 1237. Sounds...
I don't know what they're doing. They're so close.
Yeah, let's see.
They're very, very close. Let's see if they can figure it out.
Yeah, that's... Like I said, I'm just really lazy, so I would just like do a for loop.
For loop.
And just hope my computer... But, you know, you could spend a bunch of time, like, putting it into multi-threads and, you know, putting it in Kubernetes and stuff. I mean, we could do that, I guess.
Yeah, you'd probably spend more than 90 minutes doing that. But look at this, PPP with 5 flags. This is amazing. We're seeing now clear dominance from Plaid Parliament opponing. This is, of course, not a shock because they truly know how to pwn.
Oh, okay. So we're hearing that the door challenge is under attack.
So we have a really fascinating in-game logic bug. We have a pickup mechanism for picking up bombs and then exploding them. But then there are some impenetrable doors. So you can toggle between 2 doors, but you're unable to pass through them as it's a binary switch. But using a bug in the pickup mechanism, you can actually do something fascinating. And it seems like PPP is trying to attempt this challenge. I think Clam from PPP is working on this one. It's very annoying having 9 screens and you can like barely see what each individual is doing.
So I can see the person on the bottom middle appears like he's trying to do the thing. Like, yeah. And it looks like DiceGang is going back to... Oh, so we're still working on this. Is going back and doing the respawn again.
And it seems like Perfect Blue is still trying to figure out the magic number. Yeah, DiceGang is trying to do the respawn bug. Meaning,
so one of the things...
Go on.
One of the things that stinks about that bomb challenge is that if you blow it and you don't do it right, you have to go all the way back to that other area and then run all the way back, right? And so, you know, it's not like, oh, you just pick it up and just rapidly iterate on it, right?
And it sounds like PPP, they when trying to exploit the bomb mechanic, they did not do it correctly, blew up their bomb, and have to run back a long way to get a new bomb. Which was by design, to penalize incorrect exploitation. So what do we have here? DiceGang is getting a new challenge.
So I actually just got notified that if you know exactly what the bug is, which now makes some sense because I did kind of understand when he was explaining it, is that if you do it right, you can go back to and do it from the bomb detonation area as well, right? So you can do it in either place, right?
Oh. So he's opening up an ngrok session so he can share.
I think so people can access his stuff,
appears
right?
like.
Is that what he's doing? I don't know.
Yeah, he's sharing his local connection with his teammates, so they can maybe connect to his game instance.
Is he having like a hard time copying that out or saving it,
Yes, so it is fairly tricky to get that binary info out of the game. So you need some tooling. You can mess with the JavaScript console.
Yeah, so you can set a breakpoint, right, at some place before the data
Yes,
gets
you can set a breakpoint. You can then read out the data in the JavaScript console. Or like we've seen with Perfect Blue's tooling, they just had some buttons they could press and they could read the thing directly from the WebSocket. Really impressive scripts on their end.
So this is actually something that I haven't noticed here, which is actually funny. Somebody just reported that PvP got the door bomb, so they're at 6 flags now.
Wait,
they actually solved the... Yeah, they got the...
I wanted to see that. That was like, it was very fun to see that one being exploited. Is it possible to zoom into one of these screens? Yeah, if we go down to the bottom middle, if there's any way to zoom into a tiny screen, that'll be you can see the action going in the bottom middle screen.
Oh. Never mind.
Here we have a replay.
Oh.
And what you do is you actually bring the bomb. So you're holding a bomb and you have to run far away to go to the doors, which are not passable through normal means. And you can actually use a bug with the pickup mechanic to kind of glitch out these doors. But let's see it in action.
Yeah, and that was a correction. So they didn't solve this one. What they solved was the shell coding one with the tree, the assembly one.
Okay, so they seemed like they were still attempting the bomb challenge.
It looks like Brett is just hanging out. They just want to reverse something today.
I don't know what Brett's doing, but they seem to be just taking it easy, which and while Perfect Blue is trying to go fast. Oh, that's so pretty.
They definitely win
really
for art
cool
style.
Rendering. So there we have Perfect Blue with 5 flags. And it sounds like Brett is trying to figure out off-screen where the platforms are, which is not ideal, seeing as they've been struggling for about 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that it seemed like the teams like ahead of the match kind of had that, right? Like they knew that it was a possibility that this was going to be something that they had to do, right?
Yeah, and it sounds like PPP does not fully understand the bomb bug just yet. As they're trying to hit the console and bomb simultaneously, which will not work. But if we don't see them solve it, we can pull it up on a replay because it's a fascinating challenge to solve.
Yeah, it actually has to do with reusing the lowest ID, right? The lowest free ID, and if you get rid of something, then the next thing spawned is that lowest ID. So yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so if you exploit it correctly, the character will actually be picking up the door instead of the bomb, and you can move the door out of the way, making it a very funny bug to exploit. So hopefully, maybe Perfect Blue is gonna give us an attempt, but they have still not figured out the bomb part here. So as you can see, that you cannot pass these doors. So these are a binary switch. So you can either turn one door on or one door off. And you cannot go to the room on the far right side.
So me, if I was Perfect Blue and I had the speed hack, the thing I would do would just be that, right? I would just go over to the side, turn it on, and try to speed run. And try to
I mean, both strategy. Let's see if it...
Yeah. But somehow I doubt it works, because probably as soon as you trigger it, it probably triggers like that. Those tiles are blocking now, and it's probably just the animation that like looks like it's it's not like real time, like collision detection. I doubt. I mean, maybe it is.
Yeah. Sounds like Perfect Blue got the respawn bug, and they also solved the crack me in the basement. So it sounds like the reason for Brad's trouble here is that they don't know about the kill command. So in the JavaScript console, you can run a command or like a function called kill, which will kill your player, and it's gonna send you back to the respawn point, and making Brad currently stuck.
And that's actually one of the interesting things that I haven't noticed here at all, and I don't know if it's because the teams did their homework ahead of time, so they were doing all this. But we haven't seen anybody, or I haven't like messed with the console at all, right? Like the JavaScript console, I haven't seen anybody in there.
With the right tooling, you don't need to.
Yeah, I would have expected to at least see somebody though in there.
Yeah, we did see Brad mess with CSS. Okay, it seems like Neptune is figuring out the bomb bug right here, and so the trick is to actually pick up and detonate the bomb simultaneously. Let's see if Perfect Blue can figure this out.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So I kind of put this ahead of time when we were being demoed the thing. I was like, I give a 50% chance that somebody will.
But it seems like they know.
Yeah, but it seems like they're on the right track.
They're on the right track. It's now just a matter of execution. And it seems like PvP is also very much focused on this bug. You see Blue Pichu and Neo trying to work on this bug.
Yeah, so they're all looking at the source code and stuff. So yeah, so that's actually another thing, right? Is if you just saw this and you were coming at it from like a game standpoint, you would think, oh, well, it's just some little logic bug in the game, but not that it's something like this subtle, right? That's like an implementation bug. So yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Here's the.
So the way you figure this out for the bomb is you need to read the in-game code logic for that item in the game, and then you can find the bug.
Looks like Dice is still in the forgotten basement.
Yeah, Dice is working on what, which is what happened to Brett? They seem to be having a party now.
Yeah.
What happened?
Red's gotten full up programmer art.
They gave up on the speedrun and decided to go for style.
Yeah.
But unlucky that we don't give any style points.
You know what though? Like I kind of would. Like if you change this map to something that was like really novel, like that should be worth something. I would think, right? Like that would yeah. I don't know.
But. Are these hitboxes that they're rendering, or did they just mess up the tile set?
I mean, it looks like they just changed the actual like the art in the game, right? Like they just changed. I don't see any image editing program. Yeah.
Maybe they can finally make it up the blue tower. Do you think this is actually gonna render the hitboxes?
I don't know what that implementation detail is.
So let's see if they. Let's see if they can get a fat flag. But they need to learn about the kill command to progress in the game. So they better pick up some speed.
So it's funny as Ruby point out that they're actually talking to localhost. Although I did see something with Perfect Blue where it looked like they were accessing localhost when the game went live. So I don't know if they were doing something where they were like redirecting the loop back or something. Initially, just so like they didn't have to change the URLs in their scripts or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we're definitely configuring some firewall rules in the beginning.
So what are we? So it looks like we're still So it looks like we're concentrating. PPP's concentrating on that, on something with the bomb and how to get behind there to the thing. That must drive them nuts because they only have one thing left, right? And it's like, come on. Like,
Okay,
Let's see.
let's see. Perfect Blue is still trying to work out the logic bug with the bomb.
So the one interesting thing that I think they're doing that is that they're not like just exploding the bomb and just like trying random things, right? Because I mean, you could imagine, somebody just trying totally random things. Like, oh, I'll
Absolutely,
explode it here, and maybe there's something explodable, or searching through all the layers. I mean, maybe other people are doing that.
trying random things like bread.
Yeah. Okay. So there we go. So now they're actually at a console, right? So they're actually trying to modify the code of the game. Oh, Dice got out of the basement, so I think they solved the one flag.
Yeah, Dice managed to get out of the basement with what? With the assembly programming,
Yeah, I think that was.
which is good effort on Dice's part. So they finished reverse engineering. No, no, never mind. They're still reversing. Will they ever stop reversing?
Nah.
We will never know. But here we have.
Oh, here we go. We're jumping again.
Okay, so Brett actually managed to like mess up the tile set in hopes of making the invisible stair visible, but yet I think they only did it on the local copy and not the server copy of the game. So they are still. Wait, here we have Brett with the modified tile set.
Okay, yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
okay, so they have the modified
oh.
game and the production game, and they're doing a difference between these. That's interesting.
Wait. So I just heard PvP got the bombs. Like they got the bomb
Wait,
door
let's check in on PvP. Did they get the bombs? We have Neo. We have. Did they get the flag? It seems.
Yeah. No. I don't know.
They did something offline. What did they do?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It looks like I don't know. There's one empty circle. So I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back. They must be really Perfect Blue must be really confident on that last the second to the last one, or maybe somebody else is solving it and they're like, oh, I'll just run through this. Oh, I hear Bread's progressing now.
Is Brett actually doing something? Okay, so they are slowly but surely making their way up the tower with a fascinating strategy, might I add. Not an optimal one.
Okay, so they changed the tile set on localhost to be yellow to see them, and then on the other tab they have
emulating it on the server.
Yeah, so they're kind of. Okay. That's interesting.
Interesting is a word to describe that, indeed.
So they modified localhost, and then on the real game, they're just like looking at what they're doing on localhost and going back and forth.
Yep. Yeah, I think Brett's lack of tooling is definitely going to hinder them here. You can see that Brett may have not done their homework, especially they don't even know about the kill command, which is vital. Especially if you're stuck in the tower and you want to get out, then it's very, very useful.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is you also can't do the respawn. You also can't do the respawn to get to the basement if you don't know kill, right?
Yeah. Dice seems to have gone the assembly shell coding challenge, and that leaves them at 6 flags.
Yeah.
Moves them up to top 2.
And PPPs, is that a phone call to dialing in the solution?
There's no phoning a friend here.
So we've actually had quite a few good lead changes here, right? We had, PPP's been consistently kind of ahead, but then we had Perfect Blue, but now we had Dice that moved into the top 2 as well. So with 30 minutes left, it's it's pretty competitive.
Yeah, it's actually getting very exciting now here in the tail end. And I wonder if we're gonna have some dramatic shifts now with the final bugs. But it seems like PPP solved the bomb challenge somehow, or did they get the other one?
No, I don't think they did. I think it was just misspoke.
So we have PPP and Dice at 6 flags. Then we have Perfect Blue at 5 flags, and unfortunately, Brad is still jumping on air with 0 flags. So PPP has not solved the bomb. But they did solve another challenge, which one was that?
They did. I forgot which one it was right before this. This is the thing
Yes,
when we have.
it seems like the bomb is the only thing standing in their way in victory, and then they can find the exit portal and claim their seat in the finals.
Yeah, it seems like yeah, I like I said, I still put a 50% chance that somebody actually solves the store bomb thing. But we'll see. Oh wait.
I have a good feeling because these teams have definitely been impressing me so far.
Oh
the
yeah.
tooling is thoroughly impressive.
Yeah. No, it's no doubt they've prepared. They know their tools. They know how to do what they need to do.
But we were just thinking about if Brad forgot to grab the flag at the bottom of the staircase, or if they were gonna be very angry once they got to the top. But it seems like they in fact do have the flag, which is fortunate. I am definitely rooting for Brad now.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's curious because blue is probably now it's getting to the point where they're like, we just need to go solve the other one. Like, oh, so that's interesting. Instead of calling the kill function, instead it looked like there's some type of thing which buffers the input, right, to the game. And it looks like they somehow put in the kill via just right pushing into that array instead of like doing just a kill function.
Yeah. Here we have Perfect Blue trying something with a orange key instead of a bomb, which is an interesting choice because Perfect Blue was definitely trying something with the bomb earlier and wasn't on the right track, but now they've somehow gone astray.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
and like this
then
is
again,
when you know
they found a speed hack which was unintended, so maybe they found something we didn't know about. So good on them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of right because now what they're doing is they're using like physical objects in the game to see like if they behave very special in that area or something, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm wondering if they can trigger additional bugs with the speed hacks they have.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of surprised that there wasn't. You can tell he's getting pretty excited down there. He's like, "What are we doing?" Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're reversing. Wait, but this is reversing. Wait, but this is the same one as the. Okay, so would this technically be a reversing challenge? The door one?
I mean, yeah, kind of. You're finding a logic bug. Sure, you're trying to figure out how the game works.
Okay, so we'll give that to
But
them.
DiceGang never stops reversing. I think that's the moral of the story here.
Never stop.
Or they forgot to remove the text. Who cares at this point?
That's right. Oh,
Brad still
here we are
on the climb.
Is this the climb on localhost?
It seems so.
Oh yeah, it is up at the top. Oh yeah, so there it is. So somehow they have two. Oh wait, okay.
I actually admire their commitment and they're really all in on their strategy, which is very suboptimal.
Yeah. So what they did was they took the two tabs and they pulled them out, and now they tiled them side by side, and now they're going to jump like that.
But it seems like Perfect Blue was not the only one with an orange key around the binary doors.
Oh, that's pretty
Because it seems
artwork.
like PPP also got the same idea to try orange keys around the door. So maybe there's something there if two teams are trying it, or maybe our code is just misleading. Who knows?
Let's
Might not be a
see.
red herring, but maybe it's an orange herring.
Perhaps.
I need a laugh
Sure.
track here.
Oh. Okay, so let's see. We got a bunch of editors. Oh, okay, so
Okay, it sounds like the normal teams are on 210,000 ticks, while Perfect Blue is on 250,000 ticks, meaning they're doing tick manipulation to do these speed hacks, which is phenomenal.
I don't think that was designed that way, according to the author.
No, absolutely not, but
Anything's game.
absolutely within the rules of the game and the spirit.
I like the little programmer art for Sonic the Hedgehog or something.
Gotta go fast.
This is in lieu of the console.log that says hacking.
Okay, let's see how they're progressing on the door bombs.
So the author says that there's a lot of logic there. I think it's within the design, but they pushed it to the limits. Impressive. So
Luke is just jumping at the wall.
I wish that worked.
He's going at it at the sonic speed, so let's see how that turns out for him.
Yeah. So wouldn't that be funny if they did the tick bug and they like did this, and that's why they put Sonic the Hedgehog, and they made Sonic the Hedgehog during the live match?
Yeah, but it's very disappointing that that PvP is not abusing the tick bugs, because that would have made Sonic very on theme there. But unfortunately, we got a Perfect Blue with the tick manipulation.
Let's see, what are we doing here? We're back in the code.
And interesting enough, Perfect Blue does not yet have the assembly shellcoding challenge. So it's going to be interesting to see whether the time spent on the bomb is going to be worth it, or whether they should have been focusing on getting a flag.
Somebody said Brett got it. Brett got to the top of the tower.
Oh, let's see Bread. Let's see Bread.
Go, Brett.
Go, Bread, go.
I think we're on. Oh, we're on.
Are they
Brett.
just bragging to their friends on?
Yeah, they're just on their Discord.
there's still no flag, right? They're just scrolling through.
Oh yeah, there.
Oh yeah. Okay, he found the flag. Okay, he lost the flag, and now they're up there, and let's go.
I like that.
Come on, Bread.
Here we go. Enter. Yes.
Ooh, we got it. Okay, nice.
Okay, so this is the one that Perfect Blue is missing. Is that right? Because I want to.
No, they're missing the assembly shellcode challenge.
Okay.
But I would like to note that it only took Brett 67 minutes to solve the first challenge.
But they had to get up to the top of that thing.
But they're on the board. They're on the board. Go, Brett.
That's right.
The underdog. They only have 23 minutes to get to the top. Only 6 more to go. Let's do this.
Let's go. Accelerate all the ticks. So let's see. I don't know who came up with the name for all these locations. I thought they were actually pretty good though. Like how they like changed the names of them. I thought because I'm totally unoriginal with names.
It's probably Ginvel who came up with this.
Good
The
job on the names.
mastermind.
Good job on the names. All right, cave without.
So what's happening here? So we have Perfect Blue holding the bomb. What's going on? There. Okay.
I don't know.
They have the bomb. They detonated it.
Yeah, the one weird thing you get with commentating on this is like it's like there's all these things going on, and then it's like, what are they Like, are they just trying stuff, or is there something else? Like when they're stuck on something for a long time, right?
Yeah, the thing is, we don't know what they're saying or what they're thinking. We can only guess based on what we're seeing.
Yeah.
Can
Like we
see
don't
the
have any.
gears turning, but they're so close, but yet so far away.
Yeah.
They still have 20 plus minutes to figure it out, and I have faith.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Well, you gotta. Come on. No, but then yeah. So. Yeah, it's just like. I'm like half expecting somebody to start like hitting their keyboard. I'm like half expecting somebody to just be like.
Yeah. The trick that they're missing here is detonating and picking up the bomb at the same time, which I'm not sure if they're attempting or if they've figured out from the in-game code. But they have yet to find the undefined behavior of the pickup system.
Yeah. So like one of the things I wonder is since this is kind of like a race condition between like these two things, and there's a lot of different pieces kind of involved here, is if like because you have to understand the way the program works as like a whole to like kind of get this is like that's why they're having trouble, right? Because like there's multiple input systems, there's multiple things, right? And like it's just more complicated than like, oh, there's some secret thing hard coded here, right? That's like if you put this, you know what I mean? It's a lot more subtle.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, once you know the solution to the bomb, it's very trivial, but yeah, it's just finding that little pivotal moment that changes everything. So let's see if we can show this aha moment live, if we can see them figuring it out.
Yeah, I mean, because one of the oh, all right.
So here we have actually the solution to the assembly shell coding challenge as written by the author himself. So what this is doing is it's actually it's navigating a binary tree, right? And finding the yeah, so it's a 64-bit x86 assembly code to traverse a tree and return min, max, and count the values within the tree. So it's a fairly simple programming challenge, but you're limited to 64-bit x86 assembly, and here we can see the solution for that one.
But one of the things just being like new to this that like I didn't know was that they actually had those web pages where you can just go and you can start putting in C code and you basically just get the assembly in real time, right? Like,
I mean,
who would have thought?
That's really all like compilers do, right? It's
yeah.
It's actually like compiling the C code into something the computer understands, and
but
you
it does
get
save
assembly from that.
But it does save you time in a challenge like this, right? Because you don't have to like build it and then like dump the assembly and do all this, right? You can just like put it in the web page and then just paste it over there, right? Like
absolutely. But of course, you get more verbose code. So if we were to put some code golfing limitations on there, then using tools might have been a bit more tricky. But let's see what Perfect Blue is doing. Are they teleporting around? What's happening?
oh, yeah, maybe they're trying to.
Okay, so they're trying to defeat the anti-cheat system by teleporting very often, which doesn't seem to be working.
What's surprising is that they aren't just like right up next to the old door and then just trying it like as close as they can get on the other side, right? Like
No, something. Yeah, like they should be only moving like one pixel or something. Interesting.
yeah,
Interesting tries there.
So if anything, if they don't get this, it'll be very stressful for them because they'll be like, I don't know what the other teams did, right? Because if you finish it, then it's like, all right, cool, I finished it. Like my hands are wiped. Like I got the time I got. But if you're running up and you're like, oh, I only got 7 of 8. Like how did all the other teams do? Did somebody else figure this out? Like that's kind of stressful, I imagine, for the teams, right? Right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think we're still on PPP in first with 6 flags. Then second place we have Perfect Blue, and then on their heels is DiceGang with 5 flags, if I'm not mistaken. And then in the back we have Brad with their one glorious flag, which I assume they're very proud of.
Yeah, no, I think Dice and PPP are tied. Yeah, Dice and PPP are tied at 6 apiece.
Oh, Dice and PPP are tied. Sorry.
Yeah,
okay, so PPP and DiceGang both have 6, and Perfect Blue have 5. Okay,
Yeah.
This is a very exciting development.
Yeah, and yeah, Perfect Blue's one behind.
And we see Perfect Blue opening up incognito mode, the true hacker tool. And we have 74 minutes on the clock. DiceGang trying to figure out the pickup mechanism of the bomb. Dumping some JSON in the JavaScript console. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he sharing that? That's like the JSON of the location? Is that what he copied out?
Yeah, there's some like JSON packets that he's sending to his teammates.
Here we go. Okay, so he's going back into the local host version. Oh no, because I think they were the ones with the firewall rule, so I don't know which version that is that they're accessing.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what's going on here. Okay, so they're both running. So they're running 2 clients on the same port. So they're going to try to like duplicate themselves and do something like see if.
Yeah, like try to overload the system with connections and then try to mess up the internal state somehow. Interesting ideas.
Yeah, that's good. No idea how it'll behave. Oh wait, not connected. Please retry. I'm still surprised he's smiling in that webcam.
He's having a great time. That's what it's all about. So we're doing our job here.
So utils. So I'm gonna guess this is. So I don't know if the code running on the client is the exact same as the server or not, right? I think it is, but I'm not sure. Seeing if the.
A lot of JSON dumps.
Yeah. Yeah. So the game simulation on the server side is exactly the same as the client side, right?
Yeah. So it's the same code on the client or the thing that the code they have is identical to what's on the server. So they should be able to find any and all bugs.
And what's Zeta 2 say? Let's see. So where are we at now? So all right. So now we have some more code up. We got the Sonic the Hedgehog. Is there anything else going? What's Brett up to? We haven't been on them for a while.
Is Brett still lost?
Oh.
Access denied. They're going for their second flag attempt.
Yeah.
And they are not having a great time.
That one looks like one of the ones that I recognize. Oh. So I think this one.
Yeah, they're really struggling with the flags here, but on the art end they're doing a great job. They should just stick to art, I think.
If we look here. Yeah, so that flag is actually uppercase. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, it should be all uppercase, but we cannot say a word, so we're just gonna have to
Come
have
on.
to root for Brett to figure this one out on their own.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay, there we go.
We're getting closer.
All right, here we go.
Two flags on the board. Brett coming in strong.
Yeah, that's good.
But as you can see, Brett is spending a lot of time on menial things, such as jumping on thin air and uppercasing flags.
Yeah, so Perfect Blue still hasn't, but they really haven't left this area for like the last 20-30 minutes, it seems like. Besides a little bit of running back and forth between the caves in here.
Yeah, it seems like Perfect Blue is completely ignoring the assembly shell cutting challenge. Maybe because it's not their strong suit, or if they are just spending all of their energy on the bomb task in hopes of getting first blood on it.
Which is kind of
they don't know that.
Which is kind of interesting because I would think, if you were at this time and you're like, okay, I got 10 minutes left, is it worth it to do this or just go try to do the other one because the other one would be fast? And then you're at 7, right? And then what that would do is that would give you a 3-way tie, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But I wonder what they're trying now. So they're messing with their x coordinates in the state. And it's not going as planned. So in the event of a tie, the team that got the most recent flag is the winner in this case, which I think would be PPP if I'm not mistaken at this current time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like PPP got here really fast. Like it was a nice clip to get here, and then once they're here, it's.
Yeah, with the amount of resources that they had, not only people but amazing scripts and amazing utilities, it managed to make their workflow really fast on locating and exploiting these bugs.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely, like I said, I think it'd be cool at the end of this to have, another thing where, some of the final teams just go over, like, what tools they had and what they developed and why they developed them, right?
Absolutely, yeah. There were definitely a lot of thought and decisions that went into making these helper tools.
Oh, right.
So PPP trying to mess with the bomb. How much time do we have left on the clock?
It's 10 minutes, I think.
10 minutes, it seems like. Is that enough time to figure out the broken pickup mechanics of this bomb? Wait, PPP got it? PPP got it for real this time.
Wait, somebody got it. Wait.
Can we get a replay?
Wait, somebody got it. Oh, okay. Is this it?
Yeah, so they definitely got through, but can we get a replay of the actual exploitation?
Oh, we don't have.
No, we don't have a replay at this time. But as you could see, both of the doors were removed because they managed to trick the game server into letting them pick up the door itself and then move it out of the way, because the system thought that they'd be picking up the bomb, but they picked up the door instead.
Oh, there we go. All right, we have an official winner.
PPP is victorious, but yeah, and they ran to the exit portal and they have completed the match. But this still leaves a couple of minutes for Brett to find all the flags. And Dice still has some opportunities here to redeem themselves here.
Yeah, and then
the assembly shell cutting challenge still has no progress from Planet Blue side.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. So, you think this is like a sunk cost fallacy? It's like, we'll just keep on doing this thing because we just kept on doing it here, or do you think Like they purposefully, like, I don't know if they got the other challenge and maybe it's solved and they just need to run there and do it and then it's done and that's why they're not going back there. We didn't see that part. If they did, I don't know.
I would doubt that they're stashing flags because it does not make any sense in this format.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they're not stashing flags because that's a very bad move. But I think it might be a sunken cost fallacy because they tried so many different things, and they really have high hopes for that orange key. But alas, it's not gonna get them very far.
Yeah, so it's gonna be real interesting to see if PPP like did that by accident or by design, right? Like,
I would love to see a replay of that. If anyone is out there, can source a replay. That would be amazing. Or
if anybody in the match 2 chat can just say, I was like, oh my god, this happened, or like, god, this happened, or like I was like, oh, that's by design. I knew that's the way this would have worked. I had a eureka moment. I'd be interested to know.
So PPP is actually prepping a demo for us here. So hopefully we'll see how they exploited that last and final challenge.
Let's see. So we're still, but now I mean we don't have a bomb.
Yeah, Perfect Blue does not have a bomb, meaning that they are.
Oh, he says if we switch to PPP, we can see a demo of what they did.
Let's check out PPP. Okay. PPP stream seems to be down as they did win the match and probably thought that they were just gonna leave. But yeah, so this is PPP now, and let's see if they have a demo for us. Show us what you got, PPP.
Is there something?
It's frozen. Great. Oh, they're down again.
Oh, now we're back.
Okay,
on
let's check it on Bread then.
All right, let's go to Bread. They have the good artwork.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, now we're back.
They might not have flags, but they do have a good time, and that's all that matters.
That's what it's about. It's the weekend.
So it appears that PPP is still frozen. Oh, what's going on here?
Is this them doing it?
So that's apparently.
I thought this was us right here.
Or someone at Reload CTF. Are we gonna get a demo? It appears that we might get a demo. Okay, are you ready for the demo? So here we have the bomb being held. So it's dropped and picked up. No, exploded and picked up at the same time. So they're... Let's see, exploding it and picking it up at the same time. And then...
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, he picked up the door, he dropped it again, and the door is on the floor there in the corner, and leaving the doors right open so he can go into the last room to get the flag and submit it for the final orb of the match. PPP dominating as usual. Look at that excitement at the Real World CTF. That's definitely not PPP, but whatever.
Let's see. So we still got the same scores as before. Two for Bread, 6 for Dice, 5 for Perfect Blue.
Oh, apparently that was PPP at Real World CTF. I didn't recognize them, but okay. It's that big of a team, so you never know. You never know.
So what's Dice doing now? They've got the dice head out. Maybe they'll headbutt this. I don't know.
Let's see if they can use their head to somehow get through this.
Now they have all the path tracing stuff. Oh wait, okay, so is this perfect blue? No, this is bread. Okay.
Bread going for go, go, go. And they should really go, go, go because they only have about, what, like a minute left?
Yeah. Go, go, go.
Hopefully we'll see some more artwork coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently DiceGang not only did the like path tracing, but it's actually a full pathfinding AI. Like that's artificial intelligence right there. Which is impressive. So if we can switch to DiceGang's stream,
All right.
they're demoing their AI.
Is this like an A-star algorithm? Here, show us.
Show us what you got, DiceGang. Why are the streams frozen now? Oh well.
Oh well, we have the dice rotating.
It's a pretty cool GIF. Hope that they made that. So 10 seconds left of the match.
10 seconds.
Will Bread get the rest of the 6 flags?
Come on, Bread.
They were probably just like messing with us from the beginning and they've been stashing flags and they're just gonna zoom throughout the map with a speed hack and solve the rest of the challenges. No, that would be a twist.
Yep. Except now it appears to be.
So the server has been stopped. It has been closed off or any more flag submissions. This site cannot be reached. It's end of the game. And this solidifies PPP's seat in the finals, where they'll head off with the other qualifying teams in an exciting match. What did you think, David? Any surprises?
Not really. I mean, I knew that bomb one was going to be really tricky for people to get through, right? You know, the other ones, it looked like, you know, the difficulty level was pretty good on all of them. Like, nobody got stuck on the actual traditional challenges themselves. I was really impressed by the tooling.
Absolutely. Yeah, super impressive tooling. I think on PPP's end, and also Perfect Blue. We didn't expect the speed hack, but somehow they got the speed hack working, which is phenomenal. I wonder if we'll see that in later matches. It's a shame that Perfect Blue didn't make it to the finals, as that would have been an interesting strategy. But maybe PPP has more time to research now. Unfortunately, Brad didn't make it that far. But I think this was a great show. We had top contenders, and we definitely we had a great time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and kudos for hacking the game. It gives the people that authored the game some work to do this week, the finals, because I don't think if this goes out on YouTube, they're not going to want people seeing that, so they'll probably try to fix it.
Yeah, but thanks for tuning in. It's time to roll credits.